Welcome to She Might Be Right, Tarot. I hope this video finds everybody well. The cards have already been shuffled, but I'll just warn you it's a habit for me to reshuffle them. Welcome to the channel. Please press the like button, and by the end of the video, I hope you feel called to subscribe. Okay, so the overall the overall theme of the reading is workaholic. Okay, funny, workaholic. And then we also have rejection. Okay. Oh, spirit guides can be really funny. Let's get some more information. Uh, this is somebody that has, I feel like they found their passion. They're putting in a lot of work towards their passion. They might even have a fear of rejection. This person is actually really eclectic. Um, they feel like they're different than their peers, or that they offer something different that nobody else is doing yet. This person could be neurospicy. Okay. We have submission, and I feel like this is talking about the world is your oyster, the door is open, fly, bird, fly, do your thing. And then we have restlessness. There may be a sense of restlessness, um, not being able to ground and settle. And so that's the overall theme of today's reading. Let's go ahead and use our world deck and see what messages come out. This will be a short reading today. We have the Chariot, the Four of Wands, to the Two of Swords. I feel like this is saying that somebody is moving towards their destiny. They're taking action. I feel like they're being called to balance themselves because we do have restlessness. The chariot, in order for it to move forward, the horses have to work together. The chariot symbolizes also um, not duality because they work together, but being on the same page. And so it's like a mental thing, right? It is time to move forward. I'm ready to take action and I'm in alignment. The alignment is coming from the Four of Wands, right? This person is headed towards something that makes them happy. They've already decided what that is. They've manifested. It's coming to fruition. Um, some type of celebration despite the rejection. I feel like whatever this is, it's going to work out, and they don't even see it, right? This is something that you might not be aware of, that by taking action, it builds, creates stability. I have the King of Wands. It's saying be bold and be confident as you take action, right? Don't worry about rejection with this Knight of Swords. Uh, don't worry about rejection. Who cares, right? I feel like this is saying there's no external validation needed, right? No external validation needed. Then I have the Seven of Swords. For me, this is saying that I feel like somebody feels like an imposter, right? Because they've already been rejected. And I feel like this is despite the work that they're putting in. We got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This person is flat down, face down. The rejection has already happened. It's time to um, it's time to move forward. It's almost like it's on the bottom of the deck, right? This is a background card. This is an energetic signature. It's here, and there may be some residual thoughts and feelings or hurt and pain about being rejected. Um, yeah. that's what I'm getting out of this reading. I don't believe in forcing reading. So let's get some cards out of our other deck. And I feel like um, that as you continue to take action, right, I feel like this imposter syndrome will actually start to dissipate. Oh, that red. Oh my goodness. I'm just now noticing this, right? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The red hawk. I feel like this is saying, despite what happened in the past, right? Because the Ten of Swords, this is um, a new cycle about to begin after a painful ending. And it feels like it's saying spirit is with you, right? Whatever this new endeavor is, um, it's going to be divinely guided and it's going to be blessed. Okay. So, what can we do practically, right? No cupcakes and rainbows, no woo woo. What is something that we can do practically to facilitate this beginning? All right, so our guidance is analysis to paralysis. Oh my God, so befitting of this reading, right? And it shows forward movement, right? With this chariot, that's something, that's a driving force, right? It is heading toward Dharma. Um, while there is no such thing, right, of thinking too much, there is a such thing as thinking too much about a particular thing. And I feel like even though there's this drive to move forward to what makes you happy, there's still this background energy of the last timeline, right? The betrayal, even though spirit is helping you to move forward. There's still this residual energy of they didn't like my product, they didn't like my art. I'm a little too different, right? My work is a little too eclectic. And I think Spirit is saying, instead of overthinking it, have you looked at any type of perfectionist behaviors that have possibly hurt you in the past? Has that made you turn into a workaholic? A workaholic, it's like, you know what I mean? I really enjoy what I do. That's why I kind of turned into a workaholic. But sometimes when we're just really hyper focused on work, right, it kind of removes some of the pleasure uh, if there's a hyper focus. So this is like removing the need to be perfect. I did a video the other day about this, not feeling the need to be perfect and understanding that you create what you create. Um, this is no external validation needed. This is all coming from internal and the confounds and pressure that you're putting on yourself. Okay, so over analyzing can slow you down and stress you out. Remember that perfection is the enemy of excellence. So if you have something in the works, something that you're planning, and you're waiting on everything to be right, Spirit is saying, go ahead and take that leap of faith. Be bold and be confident. Okay, it's saying, how do perfectionist behaviors? How have they hurt you? Whether it's at school, in personal relationships. Um, there's this thing where, and people don't realize that it's off-putting, right? And I speak from experience where there's been a sense of rejection in the past, and you feel like it makes you feel like I wasn't good enough. That's why they didn't choose my work. That's why they didn't choose me, right? And so that now becomes the framework and the energetic signature in which you operate from. And so it looks like it's external, but it's an internal reaction to rejection. And so as you start to heal that, right, and you start to accept yourself for who you are, love yourself for who you are, that energetic signature starts to change. Now, when people come in contact with you, your work, your art, they don't feel the need to be perfect. You see how that works? It starts from within and then it goes to without, external, right? So, name one area of your life that you can strive for that is good instead of perfect. Okay. These are some ways that we can start to shift that mindset. If anybody has watched any of my other videos, yeah, the backstory is great, but what are we doing about it? Okay. So I've been thinking about actually speeding up the card shuffles. Um, I know that this is something that could make somebody keep it pushing. And so I think I'm gonna try that for this video to actually speed up the shuffle. All right, so I have breakthrough. Wow, so a major shift is occurring. You are breaking free from limitation. Oh yeah, right. We got the freedom, the bird, the door is open. You don't have to stay stuck here. This doesn't have to determine the rest of your life, right? Life is all about transcending, healing, right? And so this is saying the door is open. They want you to step boldly with this King of Wands. They want you to step boldly into the unknown. They want you to trust that your breakthrough is leading to something greater, right? They want you to heal the Seven of Swords. You are good at what you do. This is not imposter syndrome. You just don't see it yet. You have to take action. Okay. We also have acceleration. Things are speeding up. Yes, that's this chariot, right? We're headed towards something stable. Momentum is building. Your actions are creating rapid change. Ride the wave of progress. This is over, right? This is over. Justice has been served. Justice has been served. This is over. Now you are an empress. Be bold and confident. Everything you touch, everything I touch turns to gold, right? New opportunities are here. You're being gifted something. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to stay in this imposter syndrome mindset? Or are you going to capitalize on this new opportunity, accept this new energy that's coming in? Okay. The last card we have for today is forgiveness. This is definitely, let me go back and get it, alluding to this Ten of Swords. I'm not going to gaslight anybody into thinking that when we're hurt, that it's easy to just move on. Moving on is definitely a process, right? Um, in fact, most of the time, I feel like it takes longer than we want it to. I can tell you that there are some practical ways to continue to move forward. This is the part where I might lose some people. We have forgiveness and we have the Ten of Swords. The betrayal happened. It does not make the betrayal go away. There's still residual energy. One of the things that I can tell you that works um, is thought stopping. Okay. Sometimes that might even be, even as a tarot reader, taking a step away from the tarot, right? Setting boundaries because It might even be watching the same topic, the same video over and over again. They call it a YouTube feed for a reason. That feed is actually based off of conversations that you're having, um, things that you're looking up on the phone, right? And it's like it picks that information up and it starts to reinforce whatever it is that you're going through. So, if you can, if that's an issue, maybe not watch, set a boundary, maybe one video a day, or I'm going to set a date and I'm not going to watch anything that's talking about the rejection or the betrayal that happened anymore. That way, I'm not continuing to reinforce that mindset. The spirit is saying they want you to work on forgiveness, they want you to release resentment. This is going to give you freedom to move into this next season, right? If you're in a state of feeling betrayed because it happened, right? And everybody moves on their own time. This is grief. If you're in a state of feeling betrayed, this is blocking the boldness and the confidence that is required to move forward. Because where energy flow, where attention goes, energy flows, right? And so this is saying choose a path. I don't have that on the board, but let go of the past. Choose peace over pain by forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Okay. That's my reading for today. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to hit the algorithm, not for monetary gains. I got so excited yesterday when I dropped the video and 3 people commented, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm telling my voice, oh my gosh, I had somebody comment on my video. I really love reading tarot. I'll try to put a different spin on it as far as healing and moving forward. So if you're still here and you feel called to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. Um, I'm going to try to post at least 2 or 3 times a week. And overall, thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye.